Tú no le puedes pedir a una persona que la reprimen diariamente, que la oprimen, que te conteste agradecida con un sistema de una manera no violenta.
This is what happened in 2016 when peaceful student protests in Santiago, Chile, spiraled out of control.
Estas ahora son más radicalizadas, son más violentas que hace años atrás porque nosotros llevamos 10 años como mínimo movilizándonos.
Marta Matamala is a student organizer for the Confederation of Chilean Students, or CONFECH, a national body who are urging President Michelle Bachelet to make changes to the educational system. CONFECH believes the system is one of the major driving forces behind the socio-economic inequality within the country. And although some moderate reforms have been implemented in recent years, many feel that these changes are simply not enough.
Si pudiera decirle algo a la presidenta, creo que le diría que deje de mentirnos, que deje de hablar por nosotros, porque ella no está a nuestro lado. Yo creo que si ella estuviera a nuestro lado y estuviera haciendo hoy día avances significativos hacia lo que miles queremos, nosotros no estaríamos en las calles.
So why do the people of Chile want reform? Well, to understand the issue, we have to go back to the 1980s, when Augusto Pinochet's military government was in power. Pinochet's big idea for education was to create a system based on a free market economic model. Basically, it works like this. The government issues a voucher to each Chilean child that can be used to pay for school, be it public or private. And quick side note here, if this idea sounds familiar, it's because it's similar to a reform that is being considered by US Education Secretary Betsy DeVos. And on paper, it's a model that sounds appealing. Not only did it promise expanded choice for parents who wanted to send their kids to a good school, but the hope was that all schools would be incentivized to raise their standards in order to attract more kids to attend. However, what unfolded over the course of 36 years after these reforms took hold didn't quite match up to those expectations.
In reality, what happened is that poor kids tend to be accommodated into poor schools. The most competitive schools tend to attract middle-class children. And what we have now is the most socioeconomically segregated school system.
Not only that, but critics have also argued that Pinochet's free market system has driven up the price of higher education. Today, Chilean universities are among the most expensive in the world when measured against per capita income. These long-standing problems underline why students take to the streets in protest year after year. And for the most part, they have actually been incredibly effective at placing education at the top of the country's political agenda.
You cannot say that they are radicals because these were not kids asking for dreams of the future. These were kids that had arguments, economic arguments, political arguments, social arguments. They shaped the recent reforms. I don't have any doubt of that.
And that's very true. Protests have compelled President Bachelet to begin overhauling Chile's education system. But it has been very slow, which is why students like Marta continue to fight for all young Chileans.
Trabajar para lograrlo, pero cuando es un sueño colectivo y tú ves que hay gente alrededor y que hay gente que se moviliza, gente que quiere salir contigo, gente que está dispuesta a llegar contigo hasta las últimas consecuencias, personas que disponen de su día, de su vida para estar contigo en ese momento, te llena de convicción y que al final no estás hablando solo por ti, estás representando a miles de personas que piensan lo mismo que tú y que quieren llegar al mismo lugar donde tú quieres llegar.
Don't forget to subscribe for more Seeker stories and be sure to check out this episode, where we investigate Chile's 500-year secret conflict.